This is Candy Apple TV with DIY Queen Diva. In this Candy Apple tutorial, I am going to help you take your candy apples and sweet treats to the next level. We're going to learn how to print and cut edible images to decorate your candy apples with ease. The things that you will need for edible images will be edible paper. It's also known as frosting sheets, icing sheets, or wafer paper. These frosting sheets that I have here are the regular standard size 8.5 by 11, which is letter size. Also, they come in a pack of 12. They do have an expiration date, so if you're worried about when these expire, you should have an expiration date. They come inside of a Ziploc bag. I really love this Ziploc bag because it prevents your edible images from becoming hard and brittle. So let's take a look inside. Okay, so I am taking one of the frosting sheets out, which again is an 8.5 by 11, which is the standard letter size. And this is what the frosting sheet looks like. This is the brand papertoeat.com. All links to materials are down below in the description box. Now, what I like about this frosting sheet is it has that extra layer of protection, that plastic part, so your Cricut machine doesn't cut through and damage your Cricut mat. Now, I have two Cricut machines. One Cricut machine is for edible images and one Cricut machine is only for crafts. You do not want to use the same Cricut machine for both your crafts and edible images. You want to keep that separate. Once I'm done with my frosting sheets, I just take the Ziploc bag and close it back up and put it back in the envelope. This is my edible printer. This is a Canon model number TR86208 as in Apple. This edible printer is specifically designed to print with edible ink on edible paper. Do not use this for both your edible images and your regular printing. You want to have two separate printers. Now, this is the scanner part of the edible printer. And on the back is the feeder, and this is where I will insert my frosting sheets to print out. Now, this next machine is the Cricut machine, and this is optional if you have one. This will help you cut out your designs precisely without the extra work. Now, if you do not have one, that's totally okay. That's totally fine, because what you can use is a circle hole puncher like this. This tool is very efficient to cut out your edible images. This is a 2-inch circle. The images we will be working with is the images I created in Canva. Okay, so you have your Cricut open and you're going to upload your picture. I have my picture here, and I am going to go to shapes, and I am going to upload a circle, and it's in a 2x2 already. I am going to make my image a 2x2, and I am going to bring this over here, and I am going to bring the circle right. I am going to align the pink circle with the dark gray circle, arrange, and bring forward. Okay, so now I am going to make sure that's up, make sure there's no black showing, make sure it's aligned. Okay, so I have my circle and I have my pink circle with the white square. So what I am going to do is bring this over, and I am going to arrange this like this. And what you want to do is cover that pink circle over with your dark gray to make sure there's no pink showing. And then you're going to select all. And then you're going to go down to the bottom right and hit slice. I think I screwed up. Oh no. Okay, yeah. Select all, select slice. Okay. So it sliced this white border. You can go ahead and delete. You can delete your gray. And now all you have is your circle that you want here. So you have your circle. And now you want to make sure, let's see, delete. Now you want to make sure this is a 2x2 circle. And if you can't get it exactly 2x2, you want to go up here and unlock and hit 2. And then I'm going to lock it back. So now it's a 2x2. Okay, and what I am going to do now is you're ready. This is so simple. Now you're ready to make it. So you hit make in the top right. And you want to save it. Now you see where right here it says print then cut. So I am going to print it. But if you want to make 12 per sheet, you hit 12 and apply, and it automatically aligns you up 12 images. So you really don't have to do anything else. Get ready to print and you hit continue at the bottom right. Okay, the frosting sheet is an 8.5 by 11 inches. It's the standard letter size. They come in different sizes, like for cakes and things like that. Check to make sure this is not an A4. Okay, so yes, this is the 8.5 by 11, so I'm good. I am going to go ahead and print this out. So you hit send to printer. When you select print, you have add bleed and use system dialog. You have add bleed. You want to make sure you deselect that because it prints the ink through your edible image paper. You don't want it to print through or bleed through. And all you click is print. And we are ready to print. Load your frosting sheet in the feeder in the back of the printer. And as you can see, this lets me know how much ink, edible ink, I have left. If you have a hole puncher, you can just go ahead and punch these out. But if not, if you have a Cricut, you want to go ahead and cut. So you want to make sure this is flat on the mat by using your Cricut tools. And this Cricut machine that I have here, it's only for my edible images. It's only for my edible images. This mat is only for my edible images. And then I have a separate Cricut machine for my crafts. So I have two Cricut machines. So as a beginner, it's probably going to be cheaper just to get the 2-inch hole puncher. You can get it in circle or square. And I have those down in my description box if you need those. But if you have a Cricut machine just sitting in the closet, why do you just have it sitting in the closet? It's time to load the mat on the Cricut machine. Okay, so now you see the load button blinking on and off, so it's time to load your mat. Okay, so now we need to load the mat on the Cricut. You see these two slots. You load the mat within the two slots. And I'm going to make sure this is pressed down. Okay. And now I am going to press the go button. Oh! Okay. I'm glad this happened. And because you see, I don't have this up here on the one. I need to take this off the mat. So I'm glad I caught it. I am going to, what I am doing here is I need to reposition this. And it needs to go right in the corner, right here, because that's how it is on the computer. So if you look at my screen, my mat is all the way up here on the corner, and the lines is right here. So you want to make sure that your edible images are lined up with the mat how it is on your computer screen. Okay, so it's loaded up, and now you're ready to press. There you go, it's scanning everything. Getting aligned. Okay, so unload, take it out, and now I'm going to take it off the mat, and now I am going to show you know, how it cut. And be very careful. Now, you have your edible images, so that's how it cuts. If you have enjoyed this edible image tutorial, make sure you stay tuned to watch my next candy apple tutorials coming up right here on Candy Apple TV. I'll see you in a few seconds over in my next video.